Hi guys, welcome back to the Paxton Creek Garden on another exciting episode of Garden Tour and a Harvest Series videos. So let's get started. Before we get started with the garden tour, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way you will get a regular update, and also press the bell icon that will keep sending you updates as we post our video. So here is the garden overview from where I'm standing. I have a raised bed and some container plants. So let's get started with the raised bed. So I have a cucumber plant here on the left, as many of you are already aware of it. It's been doing great. It's a prolific variety. We've been harvesting so many cucumbers every week, sharing with friends and neighbors, and eating ourselves. And here you can see there are some new cucumbers that are coming up. And you know, it's been raining for almost a week or two, every other day or so. So that helps cucumber. Cucumber likes monsoon type weather. So as you can see, a lot of new cucumbers are coming up, and later you will see in the harvest that we harvested a lot of cucumbers. So here is the new ones. And again, all in all, I'm happy with these cucumber plants. Only thing I'm not liking is it's taking over the eggplant bed. So let's talk about the eggplants next. Here are my eggplants. These ones are Japanese variety eggplants, and they grow long, and they're real purple and dark purple color, and they taste delicious. We have been harvesting almost for weeks, and they taste real good. And this one was supposed to be Black Beauty eggplant, but I don't know what that one is now. It doesn't look like a Black Beauty eggplant. So anyway, I'm happy with this one, the Japanese variety. It's producing a lot more eggplants. You know, we harvest 4 or 5 each week, and that's sufficient for one's kitchen garden, which is what mine is. You know, it's sufficient for us, and it's sending out a lot of new flowers. And it's been hot for a couple of past weeks, and now it's getting colder again as the rain comes. So hopefully we'll have a lot more eggplant flowers that will start starting August. So this is great. And these ones are brown variety eggplants, and here is the early purple wrong variety eggplant. This one I'm not sure anymore. Earlier I liked it, but I don't know. We haven't tried it in any recipe yet, since we are happy with those long ones and these round ones. So these round ones are really delicious eggplants. I got it from a friend, and it's testing real good, and a real good prolific variety again. And again, the temperatures are now going down below 90, so it will send out a lot more flowers in upcoming weeks, and that will be able to turn in to eggplants. And here is more closer look at the Japanese eggplant again one more time. So there is some damage, some bugs are here and there, but not anything major. You know, we are having a lot of flea beetle issues, but again, I'm using spinosad. So all in all, eggplants are doing well, and they are producing well. And here is the tomato bed right next to the eggplants, and tomatoes are almost reaching sky. But here are some fruits that have set, but there are some, again, the flower drop issues. I'm still having some because of the hot weather, and hopefully starting August, because of rain and everything, temperatures should go down and below 90, and should help with that. But here are the first ones to turn red, and I'm real happy. They are real big. You know, you will see in a later video, a real big Better Boy tomatoes and celebrity tomatoes. This one here is a Better Boy variety, and you know, these ones are almost half a pound, and some of them are even 1 pound each. So it's real big tomatoes, and delicious, sweet. They don't taste sour. You can eat alone. I have even eat alone. You know, not in sandwich or anything. I just cut them open and eat it as a snack. So here is the one, again, these are celebrity tomatoes, and they are setting up new flowers, and also setting new fruits as temperature is going down. You know, Some of them have started to set fruit again. Here you can see the small ones. So as the temperature will go down, flower drop issue will should resolve itself. When the temperatures are high, the pollen inside the flower's male part get sticky and smushy, like or watery, real sticky, and that way it's not viable for them to be able to fertilize the female part. So that's why they drop the flower. And here is another red tomatoes, a lot of them. So hopefully, as the temperatures are going down in August, mid-August at least, they should start to produce more fruit again, and keep producing it till October, November, till the first frost comes in. For us, I think it's mid-October here in Zone 6B, Pennsylvania. So, but as you can see, real big tomatoes. This one is celebrity. I see some cracks and stuff, and that's because we are having rain again, and rain causes those tomato skin to break. But it's still good. You can still eat it. It's not a disease or anything. It's just that a lot of water is suddenly dropped near tomato roots, and tomatoes try to suck that up, and they can't, so it breaks the fruit. That's all. It's still good to eat, and so I'm real happy with this tomato bed, and it's producing a lot more. I think we have cut some tomatoes and frozen it. And the way we freeze our tomatoes is we cut them open into 4 pieces, and that's it. And put it into Ziploc bag and fill it up. And we make about 3-4 pound bags each, and we store it and use that all winter long. So that's it. And I'm happy with these tomatoes. New sets are coming up, and hopefully we'll have a lot more to harvest in the upcoming weeks. So as you can see, some more young tomatoes coming up as the temperatures are shifting below 90 during day, and that should limit some of these flower drop issues, but still there is some. So hopefully, all in all, this tomato bed is very good, producing a lot more tomatoes and keeping us happy. Here is the start of a container garden. Some flowers, some taro leaves and patra leaves, and there you can see there is some sunburn when the temperature hit around 97 degree Fahrenheit. They didn't take it very well, and they ended up burning the leaves. So hopefully it will recover sometime soon. And you can see that the ones that are a little bit lighter color, lighter green, took the burning compared to the ones that are darker green. So that's something that they will recover, I'm pretty sure. So not to worry, but we have harvested a couple of times and we are happy. We use the leaves, and here are some more flowers. Rose bush. I'm supposed to plant this up front. So, and here are some jalapeno. I'm seeing a lot more new growth again as the temperatures are dropping. We'll see a lot more new growth, and that should send out a lot more flower buds, and which in turn will turn into jalapenos. And here are some chili plants. I just harvested some, so it may look empty, but it's gonna start producing again as the temperature drops again. That's the story. In July, because of the temperature, a lot of plants don't produce as many flowers, and that's why you don't see as much fruit that is being built, so produced. So here are some bell peppers, and they are growing healthy. I've been watering all my plants and feeding them some fertilizer and making sure they stay healthy, so they are ready to produce once the temperature drops below 90. And bell peppers are in somewhat shady area, not shady area, somewhat in the shaded area. So they are fine and they are producing somewhat, and they're dropping some flowers as well. And once again, that's because of the temperature. Once come August, second week or so, they should start producing a lot more flowers, and I'm happy with them. They've been producing 3-4 bell peppers every week for us. So, and here is the Cuckoozy, or also known as Bottlegourd. So it's been doing great. We have had a couple of them, and here in the video I'll show it to you. And this is the flower that it produces, and it blooms around evening. Lots of flower that, you know, they bloom in the morning, but this one likes to bloom in the evening for some reason. I'm thinking it has something to do with the pollination and keeping the pollens viable, because Bottlegourd is a hot weather crop, and it is mostly planted in summer throughout the world, and so it wants to keep the pollen viable, so it blooms around evening. That way temperatures are low and the pollens are good, as compared to, you see in the tomatoes, there were flowers that were dropping. And here are some zucchini plants in they are doing okay. I don't know. Yeah. And here are some more chili pepper plants. Again, they have produced good amount of chilies for us. We have had our first harvest. I'll show it to you later in the video, and I'm happy with it. And hopefully come August second week or so, this should be filled with chilies again, so, or at least flowering a lot more. And here is cucumber plants. They have taken a heavy beating with the heat and everything, and you know, they're during the storms, you know, they break from here and there, and that broken part dries up, and it looks like the vine is dying, but it's not. So I'm okay with it. Hopefully they will still produce at least some cucumber. And here are some more chili plants, the last of the cucumber plants. So I have total 4 sets, and here are some new buds that are being produced, and hopefully they will turn into cucumber. Here is the zucchini. It has produced 1 or 2 so far, and it's, I don't know if it's a fertilizer or the soil that it doesn't like. But here is the female flower that's coming up when I shot this video. I have already harvested this zucchini, by the way, by the time I'm uploading this video. So don't be surprised if you see the zucchini that I harvest at the same place, you know. And all in all, I'm okay with it. And here is the mint garden. Mint has taken a heavy beating from the heat. It doesn't like that much heat. It's fine. Again, all the vegetables, it seems they are fine, and they will do very well below 90 and above 60 or something. If the temperature goes too high or too low, then they will start to suffer. So all in all, I'm happy with this mint bed. You know, we are watering it, so that way there is a patch of it that stays there, and we can use it in for everyday chai tea purpose. You know, we harvest the bunch every day pretty much. And here are some Cowbeans that are already flowering, and I have already taken 2 harvests out of these Cowbeans, and it tastes delicious. You know, they're really sweet and real good, you know, homegrown ones. So I'm enjoying it and very happy with it. And these ones are some Hyacinth beans. I'm not happy with it. They are still not producing, and they turned out to be this vining variety, and I'm not liking it for my small garden. I wanted all of them to be this variety, the one that stays like a small bush and produce a lot more, as you can see here. But for some reason they didn't grow as much, so then I ended up planting this vining variety right besides them, and it has overtaken the garden area, but it's not producing. So next year I won't be planting them. I will only plant the bush variety. So, and here are some beautiful flowers, marigold, and these ones, the red ones, I don't know the name, but they look real pretty. They are keeping hummingbird happy, although I was never able to capture a hummingbird trying to eat pollen out of it. But and here are some of those periwinkles, and or vinca you can call them, and they are starting to produce flowers, and beautiful marigold flowers here. And I got a couple of pots outside of front of my house. You know, here are some periwinkles, white and pinkish, and some marigolds. So that is it, folks. That sums up our tour to the Paxton Creek Garden, and let's look at some harvests. So here is our cucumber plant, real prolific, has produced a lot more cucumbers for us, and you know, it's producing almost like never before. You know, I never had this many cucumbers before, compared to last year or the year before. So I'm real happy. And here is me harvesting some of the cucumbers, and then I'll show you the harvest. You know, every other day or so we've been harvesting, and real happy. We have shared with friends and family, and we all loved it. So, and this is the stage again that I like to harvest at. You know, young and tender, and they taste nice. If they grow real big, they will have a lot more seeds compared to these young ones, so I just harvest them young. So here is more closer look to the cucumber harvests throughout these weeks. About 3 weeks I think before I posted my last video, so enjoy. And this is our first harvest of tomatoes. I had picked them up as soon as they turn red, or they start to change color, and because I was just impatient. Here are some more eggplants, all three varieties that we are growing this year. The one on the bottom are Japanese one, the one on the top are only purple variety, and these ones real big are the round varieties, and they are real delicious compared to the other two. Some more cucumbers. Another big harvest for tomatoes. This is I believe this was the second harvest that I did. And here is the second harvest for cowbeans. This was the biggest so far out of the two. Some more cucumbers and bell peppers. And a huge harvest for chili peppers. I believe these were about 2 to 3 pounds, and that made my mom happy. She wanted me to grow more chili pepper plants because she can freeze chili paste and use it throughout the year. So that's what she wanted me to do. But I only ended up growing about 6 or so. And here are some more other pepper varieties, and another huge harvest of Better Boy and Celebrity tomatoes. And again, I like to pick them at this stage once they start to change color, just because we have a lot of wildlife around our garden, and I just don't want to lose tomatoes to them. So I know I'm being greedy a little bit, but let me know when you like to harvest tomatoes in the comment below, and what kind of varieties are you growing, and please keep commenting and let me know what you are doing in your garden. And here are some more eggplants. Also do let me know what kind of eggplants you like to grow. And here is another huge harvest of the tomatoes. And also do let me know what kind of tomatoes you are growing. I'm only growing Better Boy and Celebrity tomato this year, and we had a volunteer plant for Roma, so I have one Roma tomato plant, but that's about it. So do let me know what you are growing, and how are you taking care of your plants and whatnot. And also share pictures if you can. I don't know if YouTube lets you do that, but here is another harvest for cowbeans and cucumbers and one eggplant. And here is my cuckoo Z plant, or we also call it Bottlegourd. I think I'm familiar with the name Bottlegourd. I just found out that it's also called cuckoo Z in America. So and here is the first big one that I'm gonna harvest today, and this is supposed to be very good for your health. Some people even juice it and drink the juice. So here's the harvest of that day. It's a bunch of eggplants, and that's it. And here is another harvest for tomatoes. So that is it, folks, for today's garden tour and harvest series video. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe, and also press the bell icon, and share this video, and also press the like button. That way we know that you like this content. So that is it, folks. See you in the next video in upcoming tour. So that is it. Thank you. Have a good day.